Hello, my friends. Today, active fighting continues along the entire front line. So the occupiers are trying their hardest to advance, aiming to seize as much territory as possible before the arrival of assistance from the US for the Ukrainian forces. Once funds are allocated for artillery shells, at least 1 million projectiles will be flying towards Russian positions, putting an end to their advancement. But for now, they are making progress. Looking at the weekly report, it's evident that over the past week, the occupiers have captured 24 square kilometers. The week before that, it was 29 square kilometers. And the week before that, 15 square kilometers. So thus, the loss of territory continues gradually. Piece by piece, they are gaining ground. And despite the positive news regarding support for Ukraine, Germany remains concerned that this may be the last assistance from the US. And further, the situation could worsen again.
It is quite possible that this will be the last aid package. Germany fears that the US may no longer support Ukraine. The head of the European Committee in the Bundestag, Anton Hofreiter, believes that the US aid package voted by the House of Representatives may be the last before a long break, or even the final one. This means that we Europeans must do much more for Ukraine. The EU has realized how uncertain American support for Ukraine has become.
Naturally, if Trump comes to power, everything could seriously change. So we are waiting to see how events unfold in the US. But for now, the chairman of the Senate Intelligence Committee in the US is already suggesting that long-range missiles could be sent to Ukraine as early as next week.
The US can send aid to Ukraine by the end of the week. It will include ATACMS, Senator Mark Warner, the head of the US Senate Intelligence Committee, said that aid can be sent to Ukraine already this week. Among other things, the package will contain ATACMS missiles.
Now, let's take a closer look at the situation along the front line, and let's start with the Chasiv Yar direction. Yesterday, it was officially reported that Bohdanivka was captured, and the occupiers are attempting to further advance from the settlements towards Chasiv Yar. There is also a high volume of shelling ongoing, but the front line hasn't changed over the day, although the situation remains tense. In the Avdiivka direction, the occupiers conducted 9 attacks in a day and are actively trying to advance in Ocheretine, intensively shelling the entire area around the settlement. So battles are also taking place in the vicinity of Berdichi, and a large number of attacks are reported towards Umensk and Yasnobrodivka. So here they are attempting to seize a significant stretch of the front line towards the reservoir and continue fighting in the area of Peromaiske. They are also trying to advance towards Netailova to reach Karlivka. So, in the direction of Marinka, the occupiers are attempting to advance in the vicinity of Georgievka and continue to storm Novomikhailivka. Despite unofficial sources, mainly pro-Russian, claiming the capture of the settlement, the Ukrainian side officially states that fighting is ongoing here. Additionally, the occupiers continue to intensively shell the entire front line, and we are waiting to see how events will unfold further. However, if the occupiers do manage to capture Novomikhailivka, the situation will significantly worsen on this stretch of the front, and assaults on the next populated areas, which are currently heavily shelled, will begin. In the Vuhledar direction, the occupiers continue their offensive actions in the area of Vadiane. Battles are taking place near the road to Vuhledar. However, despite 2 days of fighting, they haven't been able to break through the road and consolidate their position, so the fighting continues. Additionally, battles are ongoing today in the area of Staromayorsk and Urozhaine, with no changes along the front line in this area. In the Zaporizhia direction, the occupiers continue their attacks on Robotyne, and shelling persists, but their frequency has decreased and the situation in this sector of the front is under control. Additionally, the Ukrainian forces reported that they have managed to capture another group of occupiers as prisoners of war in this direction. In the Kherson region, so no new assaults on the village of Kurenki are reported, and shelling of the right bank continues, but there are no changes along the front line as before. In the Siversk direction, the occupiers have slightly reduced their activity, so there are attacks on Bohdanivka and Bohdanivka. Several attacks were conducted in a day, but no successes were achieved, and the front line remains unchanged. In the direction of Crimea, the occupiers continue to storm the village of Terny and shell the front line territory. However, they have also made no progress here, and the front line remains unchanged. In the area of Svatove, all attacks have ceased again, and no further activity is reported along the front line. In the Kupiansk direction, only minimal shelling is reported today, so it seems that the Russian advance on Kupiansk has been postponed until the summer offensive. So for now, all efforts are concentrated in the Donetsk region. Meanwhile, the head of Ukrainian intelligence, Kirill Bohdanov, commented on the recent downing of the Russian aircraft in his interview.
Ви маєте на увазі знищення літака дальньої авіації Російської Федерації Ту-22М3?
Так.
Довго чекали, готувалися, зрештою змогли. Що я вам на це скажу?
Як це зробили, чим? Можна якісь деталі розказати?
Можу єдине сказати, літак був вражений на відстані 308 кілометрів, достатньо далеко. Ну, скажімо так, плідна і довга робота дає про себе знати. Це той же, як то кажуть, прийом і ті ж засоби, які ми використовували, коли знищили в повітрі літак А-50.
А скільки, за даними української розвідки, таких літаків ще в росіян?
Ще є, але це перше збиття літака дальньої авіації в цій війні.
А саму цю операцію довго готували?
Тиждень була, скажімо так, сама засідка.
Угу.
Чекали, коли він вийде на потрібний рубіж.
Meanwhile, Russian television propagandists are starting to teach all other Russian bloggers and journalists to become propagandists themselves.
Не до конца имеет значение, что конкретно происходит. Обратите внимание, происходить может одно и то же событие, но интерпретация этого события имеет значение. Это то, что в современном мире, наверное, принято называть эпохой постправды, когда есть правда, или, может быть, правды нет. Ну, то есть не важно, что был нанесен удар. Ну как, важно, но не в этом сакраментальный смысл. Важно, какое именно мы с вами или они для нас сформируют отношение к этому удару. Их интерпретация, наш удар по Харьковской области, проявление агрессии. Для нас все то, что мы сейчас делаем в Харьковской области, это создание санитарной зоны. И если мы с вами считаем себя патриотами, то лучше относиться к государственной точке зрения и работать на государство. Это тоже кто-то назовет наверняка пропагандой, но это будет пропаганда здравого смысла, пропаганда интересов твоей страны, пусть даже и агрессивное навязывание интересов твоей страны. Объективной информации не существует. Есть только информация, за которую, к сожалению, кто-то заплатил. Есть только информация, которая преследует, к огромному сожалению, чьи-то цели.
Пропаганда как таковой не работает. Вот с точки зрения молодежи, как можно донести до людей, что это все максимально важно. Я занимаюсь молодежной политикой, я веду студенческие СМИ, а люди как будто не интересуются этим. Как принудить людей, чтобы они сами захотели этим заниматься?
And that's all from me. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on all the latest news. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.